tuned in live.
You are now listening to
On the
KM
Ant
Radio.
FM platform.
You're tuned in live, it's time to start the show. Put your cell phone, KM Radio. Put your cell phone, KM Radio. Put your cell phone, KM Radio.
Are we rolling? For sure. Hey, what's going on, world? It's your boy, Buddy Ramy. We are back at it with another episode of the Funny Bidness Podcast.
I'm your boy D-Rock the Mike, the funny boy that keep you laughing all night. And like we said, it's his funny business podcast, but we also keep it real here. So you know what I'm saying? It's always a mixture of stuff going on. What we got going on tonight, buddy?
What we got going on tonight, before we get started with this dope-ass interview, I want y'all to hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube page, Funny Bidness, and check out our other podcast episodes that we had going on. But today, we rocking with Mr. Kaylin Maurice.
Kaylin Maurice, yes, sir.
Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself to the people.
How y'all doing, man? My name is Kaylin Maurice from Sacramento, California, born and raised. Started a show called KM Radio on NFM, and we it's ready to get talking, man. It's ready to get going, brother.
Let's get it. With radio interview podcast, this is what it's supposed to be
man,
about.
that's what it is,
Symmetry,
man.
Exactly.
Network.
Yeah, so you said it's KM Radio.
KM Radio. So yeah, of course, it's my basically after my name, Kaylin Maurice. I used to actually go by a few, like, as a kid, you start off doing all types of little rap names, things like that. So Kaylin Maurice was the one I finally came back and was like, let me be me. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this time, let me be me. So finally did that, released an album called Life Therapy in 2020. And then the start of KM Radio happened because I was invited to do an interview for a podcast, right? Okay. So I went up there for my friend. He was a DJ at the podcast station. And they just wanted me to come over there to do an interview. So I did a nice little interview, things like that, talked it over, stayed there for a little bit, had like an hour and a half interview, you know what I mean? It was a really good time. Yeah. And then the next time he was like, hey man, he called me up, he was like, hey man, you got any ideas you can do about this and that? And I was like, I said, yeah bro, I do, but I was like, if you want me to do anything, I want in. You feel me? I want in, you feel me?
Peace. Let
me do something. But the crazy thing about it was I never had the idea of doing radio. I was just saying it in the aspect of, at the time, it was because I didn't done music so long in different types of like avenues. You just want to be a part of something that you gave to, that you help give off. You know what I'm saying? Facts. So it's like, if I'm gonna give you 7 to 10 ideas, I want to, not saying profit from it, but I at least want to see it grow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to say. Let me be a part of it. And now we're in our 6th season. With KM Radio. So we're doing a lot of things, man.
Sure, 6 seasons. So when did you start it?
Yeah, we started in 2020.
2020?
Yeah, man. So like we started then, probably of course like towards of course COVID times and things like that. I remember me not being able to perform at all. I just dropped my album and it was kind of like whack as shit. You're a rapper, you want to do something, you're like, bro, I can't fucking perform nowhere, and like nobody's engaging with music at the time. And so it was like not even needing a different place to go ahead and event, but it was just like, when things come up, you just of course find somewhere to go to, and then God just be providing. I didn't want to walk through that door. He was like, nah, man.
He pushed you through that shit.
Yeah,
he said, but that's you.
Yeah, you feel me? So I've been rocking ever since, man.
For sure.
So you said you was rapping before. What was a few of your rap names back then growing up?
All right, so like the first one probably started off as the very, very first one started off as Mr. K. Okay. And that was of course her Mr. Fab. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it started off as Mr. K. Definitely. And so right after that, we all started dancing, and I just took on the name Baby Hyphy. Okay. That's when Turfy was going right, so I was Baby Hyphy, and I was rapping as Baby Hyphy, BH, and of course dancing and shit like that. So then that was pretty cool. I created this rap group called The Set, and had it all under me called KK Productions. So like I still knew how to. Like
it was legit.
So it was still like my real production was still like my name KK at the same Kaylin, but like my rap name would be Baby Hyphy. Then I teamed up with a few of my people from like the city, made The Set, and then from The Set, which was like Wu-Tang at the time for us, we all started one our own identity. So we started breaking up in little factions, all under KKP. So like that was like the start of like what I was doing. I was like, I was like, what, 05 or some shit like that? Okay. So yeah, so like, that was around that time, like going into 9th grade. Going to 9th grade type shit. And so it was Mr. K, Baby Hyphy. My turf name was Turf Willie. So that's so Turf Willie was the turf name, so then I started making music as that. Okay. And then when we stopped really dancing, I became Cool Guy Willie. You feel me? So then I was Cool Guy Willie after that, and I was just making a lot of music after that. And then when I realized, like I said, we working on you being this cool ass dude this whole entire time, but you have a lot of substance you want to talk about. And when you give it off, it's really hard to package it as Cool Guy Willie.
Okay.
You know, Cool Guy Willie just goes to the parties and shit like that, you know, and have fun and dance. You know, but Kaylin Maurice, he can speak on world issues. You know what I'm saying? He can speak on his plight. He can speak on strife. He can speak on getting money. He can speak on anything. And so it was like when I made that decision to go as Kaylin Maurice, it was kind of like a like dropping like the handcuffs off you. You know what I'm saying? You started realizing that a lot more of your tongue was free. You know, you wasn't like trapped in a box of like these monikers you used to kind of like, you know, build up to yourself. Everybody knows your ass. Now it's just Kaylin. So when people call you, they ain't gotta call me, hey, what's up, Willie? Hey, what's up, this?
What's up, baby hyphy?
Yeah, what's up, baby hyphy? Hey, what's up, BH? You know what I'm saying? It's just all people do that, you know, be funny.
That's what I said. People still roll.
It's funny.
I imagine they still got it. It's forever.
The fuck that boy, I be like, I be like, oh shit, I be looking.
Like, I'm grown now.
Yeah, I be like,
Come on, man. I don't do that no more.
Yeah,
I got health insurance now. Dude.
You know what I'm saying? Policies now, man. So yeah, it just it was a journey, you know what I'm saying, to get back to like where it is right now, and it's like, you know, to still even be embarking on that journey is really like a dope experience. You know
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So now segue, and now you focusing mostly on the radio and stuff like that. What is the radio? Your radio show encompass?
Yeah, so the KM, so I have to kind of like go through two different things.
Okay,
So the KM radio show is, of course, what I typically do. I co-host the show with my man Ant. Ant is the NFM that we did the radio broadcasting through.
Okay.
So it's like it will be like any like the parent label or anything like that. And so KM Radio is a radio review show. So we take indie artists. Typically, it really take indie artists, but the majority of it was indie. You know what I'm saying? So we take indie artists and we basically review the music on the air. And I have a folder type of base, and there's a red folder and there's blue folder, like Matrix type shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, but the red folder is of course like the fire folder. Everything is cool and that shit. The blue folder is the ice cold folder. You gotta work on your game a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So you get red folder, then it's like cool. Red folder songs get in the mix. You know what I'm saying? And they get into the radio mix that we do on NFM for the broadcasting. Get the artist royalties. You know what I'm saying? Radio spins, things like that. The blue folder. Depending on when I want to, I might have like a blue folder, like, you know, check back in type of show. But we did that, and only one song made it back, so it was like a real slow show. It was like, shit, this shit ain't working. So on top of that, what I do at the end of each season, I take those red folder songs throughout the whole season, and I make a gold folder show. And then the gold folder show is the red folder songs battling head to head against each other to make it in and get the gold folder. So that's what we do at the end of each season. This season we started having like some new awards. Don't remember everything off the top of my head because like, you know, it's like it's pinpoints and shit like that. But I know, of course, we got like most valuable artist NBA. We got the best rapper, best storyteller, best singer. My wife was like, "You want to do best female artist?" And I was like, "No." And I was like, "No." I was like, they be holding their own too. It's like, nah, if they the best rapper, they're the best rapper. If she the best singer, she the best singer. If she gonna go against him, they all singing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like things like that. We even doing awards for best supporters. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that's tuning in and commenting.
Real fan.
Because like, man, like you see the community, and the community be growing, and it's like, man, you gotta show them some love, like whether it's pinning a comment, just show like, bro, you got some great analysis, bro, pin it. They love that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Or at least, you know, like at this time, you know, just give them an award. I seen you too many times this season, man. Your name popped up every show.
That's real.
You in the award section, man. You know what I'm saying?
So do you do this in front of the artist? Like the artist is with you, you listen to their music, and then be like,
you go.
I do both.
Oh, okay, well, shit.
I see your whole entire ego and just crashing down.
Super swag.
Like, I'm gonna put this in the blue one. The nigga's like, ah!
Hey, so
that's
crazy.
my baby.
It's crazy. That's happened, you feel me? And it's never like an easy thing, you know.
No, they be mad as fuck.
But you gotta be, it's all integrity based, you know what I'm saying? It's like typically when you go up there, you know who I am, man. You know I don't mean no harm and shit. But my nigga Ant might flame you. But no, Ant is cool dude. He cool people. But now we'll talk to and that happened. The blue song doesn't always happen in their face. You feel me? Because I always tell the artist, no matter what, do not just sit. Like, all right, so when the artist is here, what I typically do is play 3 songs. You know what I'm saying? I start off the show with you. I do a middle with you. then I'll end it with you. You feel me? And on top of already doing an interview, so now we done talked about you. You feel
This is
me?
all their picks. Their top 3 picks. They choose. Are you choosing them?
I'm gonna choose them because
okay.
if they choose them, then it might not.
I want them to. I'd rather them
I want
choose them
them to
because
come
they
back.
thinking they're the best.
I gotta curate the list, man. I gotta make sure the list is cool.
I see what you're
You know what I'm saying?
saying. I
So
was
it's
going
like,
to say, let them choose them. If they garbage, all 3. Then, hey.
not all the time.
So already the first song, some bullshit on the way. After that, we'll
Nigga, the whole show was fucked then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That first song can end everything.
all them niggas like,
The whole
This garbage.
The whole show was fucked.
Okay.
And so
Yeah,
it's
that
like
makes
it's
sense.
really like a big like mind game. Like people don't understand like the mind work you have to put behind the camera. Like when you're looking at them emails and shit like that. It's like okay, this person and this person they cool with each other. Yo, I think it'll be cool if they support each other and probably be in the chat together today. You know what I'm saying? Even to that level. Or damn, this song rocks with this one. This one rocks with this one. Do I want this many songs going with each other? When's the break where I'm gonna have like this thing slow down and have some lyricists come in? When's that gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? So you got to put a lot more thinking into it. And so yeah, so when it comes to bringing an artist in too, of course scheduling is like a big deal. And of course like anything else like just related for Sacramento, always a big deal. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure everybody just feels safe. You know what I mean? That's the first one. Everybody got to feel safe and things like that. And then people that do come up there, it's not just like I'm randomly meeting these people. It's like you're building like this connection. You feel me? Or you build up somewhere that you 100% vouch to. Like even right today, I'm here on the acknowledgement of my boy Shondon. You feel me?
Yeah,
Shondon made this play for me, for us, and things like that.
oh yeah, shout out to Sean, dog. He was on the
Shout out
last
to
episode.
Big Sean.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Got me in touch with, I don't know how often got his name on the camera. Got me in touch with my boy Lamar. You feel me? And that show was really, really cool. And so it's like you start to realize how like these things start to develop. You know what I'm saying? So, hell yeah, man.
Okay. And then so you do radio, and
Yeah.
what's your end goal with this thing? Like, do you plan on trying to be on like a big radio station, or do you want to have like the Breakfast Club type thing? What's your goal?
You know, I battle that every time I make a new idea. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we always value ownership, and I believe that I would want to do that, but the only thing about it is the people that surround me in my main core have to also be able to come with me. So it's like, for example, let's say I'm doing KM Radio, and then Complex reach out to me or something like that, or like Sway says I want to give you a show on this thing.
Yeah.
My main thing would be like, hey, I'm here at NFM. Even though there's no contracts and like that, and I'm pretty sure my boy would be happy for him. But I'll also be like, hey, the dynamic of this is me and Ant.
Yeah.
So we got to be like bow bow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like the main thing. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's the dynamic. That's what our niche audience is going to feed off of, and then we'll bring everybody off of the dynamic. You guys love what you guys see. It's not me. It's not just me here. It's the full family that you see. That makes me even get up this morning and be like, oh yeah, nigga, we getting rocking.
That's
real. Random across.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what
real.
I'm saying? So it's like, like the end goal with it all right now, honestly, is just a Spotlight Sacramento. Period. Whether that spotlight comes through the artists that I'm putting out there and they're putting this shit out there, or if it comes through me and they come to my page and they see an artist that's fly. Like connection, network, spotlight. That's what I see right now as the end goal. I don't really see too much money in this. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome to the comedy world.
Yeah, I don't really see too much money in this.
That's why we have so much in common.
But I know, like I said, there still is opportunities for that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so it's like, that's not the reason why you hop into it. Like, even being a rapper or being an artist or even a comedian, you don't hop into it for the money aspect. You know that it can be lucrative if it's done correctly and done right, business aspect wise. But it's more of like you have to really have that feel and that real passion for actually going out. And so me, per se, I would say me being a rapper versus me being a radio host, you start to break down a lot of different barriers for people. Because when you're the rapper meeting rappers, you're just not saying competition on competition, but
Is you're the same?
Yeah,
like, I know what you're
man.
talking about because I'll go go out to business mixers or whatever,
Yeah.
stuff like that, and I go out to the business mixers. There may be like 300 people there, bro, but out of those 300 people, probably like 280 of them are all real estate people or in the insurance business. It's like how you. It's not like it's competition, but it's like you're just looking at the same person. It's like the same,
Yeah,
the
it's
same
like
thing. It's like
not
how
growing.
how do you grow and stuff like that? It's like
exactly.
So-
Unless you guys partner with each other somehow, and it's like that's like really like one of like the main things of growth. And so it's like I know with me, what I started doing with KM Radio was Ant, he really wanted to like heavily involve sponsors, and way how me and Ant runs are different. Like it's like two different companies. You know what I'm saying? So like Ant does NFM, I do KM Radio, and so like my main basis of KM Radio was to fuck with sponsors that's not saying homegrown, but locally based, and things like that, and then more so that's on a smaller budget and things that we can try to. Not say make cool, but make relevant in our own rights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it was like that was like one of the main things. We see a startup company, we see it, we like what they're doing.
Yeah.
You probably can't help me at all, other than having your name on my flyer. You know what I'm saying? You can't help me at all, but I can offer you free promotion to your business. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be things like that, and I'll just reach out and be like, hey, I like what you're doing. You know, do you want to be a sponsor? You want to be this? And some sponsors will say, like, yeah, I'll do a referral program just like, or I'll do a kickback like this. And I'll be like, damn, that's clean as fuck. Like, I just reached out to you. I just reached out to you, you know, because I wanted to help you out. Or I thought it would look good for both of us to, like, show that we have a connection and things like that. And so that was, like, a big deal. And, like I said, even with this one, I had, like, a great conversation with Lamar a few days ago. And to see exactly how much you guys are. It's not just this podcast. People might see you guys and it might just be, oh, this is the podcast. It's bro, there's so much working that people don't even know, you know what I'm saying? And it's like a real big business and a real...
No, it's facts. Like, people can't tell, but right now we're actually like in an office building. But when we started off, we was in a 12-year-old's bedroom right now. So this is what we
upgrade.
We are upgrading. We're upbuilding. We're working together. We're coming up.
Yeah,
the
future is bright.
Yeah, there's a lot of steps to it. People see this and be like, I'm gonna turn the camera on, and it's like, all right, man, get the logistics behind it.
Yeah,
you know, that's what it is.
Dope. So how did you feel like? I guess starting off as a rapper, transitioning into radio and stuff like that. Now you went from like making music to playing people's music. Did that kind of like change like your view of like the music that you was making before? Now that you're like on the now that you're presenting the music to people,
it didn't really change my music personally, like what I create. But it did make me learn a lot of things from what is acceptable from like the everyday listener's ear. Yeah. So it's like I think it was 50 Cent that said it, and it's funny he said something about 50 Cent earlier. But I think it was 50 Cent that said something about like. You can make music that you love, or you can make music that people love. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, nigga, if you want to be in your basement for like the next 30 years, then cool.
Make what you love.
Make what you love. He's like, nigga, I'm trying to sell records. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so it made me wonder, like a damn, bro, like, of course, people try to find a happy medium of what you love and when they'll appreciate. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like that's like the main goal as a musician, trying to find what you love and what your niche fan base or global fan base appreciates. And that's kind of what any business. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I go out and keep trying to do things that I don't per se feel like represents me, then I'm just Baby Hyphy again, I'm Cool Guy Willie again, I'm Turf Willie again. You know what I'm saying? It's like I already grew up with those. As Kaylin Maurice, I can speak on my past and embody that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I feel like going from that that aspect of rapper to radio host or CEO of a radio show and things like that, you start to realize the little things of the artist that you were missing steps on. You know, even when it comes to people reaching out to you with an email. Me, I'm looking at the emails, you just send me the song and be like, play this nigga, you know, type shit, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But then, like, you know, I remember recently submitting emails with my EPKs. It was like artist name, song name, city name. You feel
like
me?
A cover letter to do yourself and all that type of shit.
Artist bio. You feel me? What's the song about? So I'm sitting there typing like an application to send one fucking song that will not get played. You know what I'm saying? You be like, damn. And so when you read these emails with people, you got some people that's super professional. Some people getting their shit sent by their managers. Some people just saying, "Hey, what's up, K? Play this shit." You know what I'm saying? And, be like, and the fact of me being here is not like a, "Ew, you didn't submit that correctly." Out of here. That's what some radio stations do. That's
true. They always know time.
Wrong submissions out of here. You didn't label music submissions in the subject line. How did I supposed to know? Out of here. And things like that happen. I go through every fucking email from even the emails that niggas still got from the other seasons that they still sending to. You know what I'm saying? I go through those old emails, you feel me? Just to make sure, like, damn, did I miss something? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I do. I'm like, I need to put this motherfucker back at the top of the list for this season. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you start to realize, like, you know, like I said, like, everybody just want to get their voice heard, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, especially, like, you know, in our field, podcast, radio, things like that, everybody wants to get their, basically, like, they, some money out of it, you feel me? And it's so hard for that independent artist to get their foot in the door and just getting their song heard, simply, you know what I'm saying?
Do you have other? You have other guests on your show? I saw on your Instagram you had Stephante Clark on your.
He's
thing.
coming.
He's coming. Okay, yeah, he was
That's
one of the
the start
first.
of the new season.
Okay, that was one of the first people that we had. Like, Lamar. For anybody that don't know who Lamar's the guy behind the camera and shit like that. We said his name like 6 times.
You may hear him laugh every now and then behind that shit.
That's the guy that's making all this. That's the guy that's making all this shit happen right now and stuff
Took
like
it from
that.
child bedrooms to offices, corporate offices.
He's like the Parks and Joe Budden.
Come on
like,
now.
He be like, what the fuck? Like, who's the guy behind the camera?
Creative.
Yeah, exactly.
Big engineers at all.
Stephante Clark, he was on one of the very first, like when we first started doing podcasts. Like we would just go down to like business mixers and we was like, hey bro, we're interviewing you right now for our podcast shit, just real guerrilla style type of shit like that. So it was
Niggas like real hand to microphone style.
It was some real guerrilla
We're in a
filmmaking.
third world country right now. We're gonna interview fucking Bill right here.
Like guerrilla
style,
When I
nigga.
say that, I mean guerrilla style filmmaking.
Hey, nigga, what's your take on this?
Like nigga, what you doing? Come here, we interviewing.
TMZ, you run up on the nigga. Hey, we gonna interview right now. Hey, shit, all right, bro. What's up? What up?
He's probably really impressed. The nigga's like, bro, I'm wearing a blazer right now.
Right, nigga. He was like, hold on, let me fix my scarf, nigga. Hold on. Nah, Stephante good people, man.
Yeah, you cool. No, but so what? Listen, who's like one of your favorite artists or guests that you've had on your show?
That I've had? Okay. Lil Six is a really good one. He's a rapper out here. Lil Six was a great one. I would say Off-White, he's another up-and-coming rapper out here. Young dude. Real charismatic. You feel me? Off-White was a good one. We had Keezy. I had a lot of guests, man, that I could say it was really good. Keezy, shit, I had Chris Don't Do It To Him and this whole crew. We had Mike Vibe for Sholey. Like, bro, I had a lot of good shows. You know what I'm saying? To the point that it's like to say this one was a good show, because like it depends on, like you say, like the subject matter and who I'm talking to as well, and what I know I can go into. You feel me? So it's like, for example, with Lil Six, I know that Lil Six was tapped into the city. I can talk to him about childhood upbringings. You know what I'm saying? What the other dude, I might just talk to him about, just music specifically, and then if he talks about his childhood, I might ask you specifically about your childhood. So it's like it really just depends on like how much fun we have and how intellectual we also get. Tech Trade was also a good interview as well. He was talking about his record dealings and things like that, and was breaking apart like how to basically go about distribution deals, things like that. So Cam Crazy was pretty cool. I had a lot of guests come out there. You feel me? So everybody's really good interviewing its own right. Like we make that connect happen. Cool.
Now we gotta know who took it the hardest.
Which
person?
We're going back to the blue folder.
At least gotta
We're going
go
back.
Which person you talked to that you put in the blue folder?
You ain't
took
gotta.
it
If
the
you don't want to
hard
drop names, you gotta drop names. But you just gotta explain how hard they took it when you slid that whatever it is you did into the
You
blue
was like,
folder.
hey,
The
bro,
motherfucker was like, bro.
I respect you doing this.
I don't remember, bro.
Going in the blue.
That's exactly that's the exact answer. I don't remember that nigga.
No,
that's
if you're
why
watching this, you know
That's
I got
why he
this.
went into the blue folder.
Nah,
because
it was like no.
Oh, he got the list.
This nigga became clean. It was like, I don't want to fuck up his name. That's what it is.
Okay.
But cause he changed it like 3 times on my
Okay.
seasons, nigga.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. Because you gave him the blue folder. I can't go by that.
Niggas 2 chains out here.
Right,
Niggas
nigga,
no longer titty boy.
Right.
Change it
I
up.
want to say his name was like Reese the Phantom or something like that. I believe it was that. And what I mean by like the thing about going blue folder is like you gotta just take it on the chin.
No,
You feel me?
yeah.
And so it's like what he did when he got his first blue folder ever. You feel me? Which was like probably his first song. You feel me? Don't know what's gonna hit.
Of course, yeah.
He did the blue folder shit. Just if we had motherfucking NBA Wars, this nigga got most improved.
Okay,
Okay.
for sure.
That nigga came back the next 2 episodes, right? And I was like, hey, it's that new shit from Reese the Phantom, right? And then my co-host, Ant, like I said, he's like a real like
He's like the dude at the Apollo.
Yes, he will get you off that shit. He will get you off that shit. He was thoroughly surprised with how my nigga came back, and that's like the main thing is like when you get blue folder, you would think that it's more of like a man, fuck you niggas, bro, y'all know shit.
It's about just work harder.
It's like we'll be like, man, it's like you recorded this on your phone. Oh yeah, I didn't make it to the studio that day. You be like, nigga, what the fuck?
Come on now, like what you expect me to say?
Yeah.
Niggas think they supposed to just listen to the words.
Yeah, you
I'm like, I can't even hear him with this phone, nigga.
It's like, bro,
Put the speakerphone on.
that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? So so we'll get like real analysis, like we'll let a nigga know like, hey bro, like this shit was clean, but that kick drum was a little too hard. It's like I put my headphone off because it was too hard. You know what I'm saying? And we'll tell niggas that type of stuff so they know like, oh shit, they ain't just like run up the mill. Yeah, bro, that shit was clean, bro. Play that. Oh nah, bro, I ain't really feeling it, and that be it. No, we'll let you know why we wasn't feeling it, the aspects of the song that we were feeling, even if it were blue, and tell you, hey, if this shit ain't released yet, or if you got a release, you can either take it down and we would do it like this, or on your next idea, make sure you add these elements
Focus
to
on this part,
yeah, and that shit will be cool. You got a good voice, you got a good cadence, you got a good blah blah blah. No, you got good beat selection. Oh, but you didn't do this one right. You know what I'm saying? So like that's like the artist development we make sure we do as well.
Is it that a lot of niggas make songs or make their beats so much where it's more focused on playing in like a car type thing? I noticed like niggas will make it where the beat be so damn loud you barely hear them rapping because they just want to make sure that car knocking while they driving.
Yeah, that's like also a time of like the age type of thing. So it's like if like for example, if we got bro setting up lights a certain way, right? And he's like, nigga, this is the standard of how we get the light, nigga. This shit don't hit off this, it don't hit like this without this type of lighting, right?
Yeah.
So when you start conditioning that, people start to feel like that's the norm. And so it's like you might get that one person that made a slapping ass song, and then they be like, bruh, I kind of like that shit too.
Yeah.
So that other person doesn't like, they'll turn up their song, you feel me, and then it just drowns out that artist. So it's really sometimes like really about piggybacking off what you hear, and people trying to always emulate that. And it's also at the time like everybody's trying to do a fightness of loudness. It's a fight over loudness when it comes to music. And so it's like the louder you can get it, the more expansive you get it without distorting it. That's the goal. And so it's like most people what they would do is like out here now, there'll be some songs in my car, like you said, I can barely hear a nigga words, but the beat is all there. And then you'll go to your phone and be like, man, that should sound right. You know what I mean? Because it's in mono now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
It's changed up.
yeah, you feel me? So it's like, it's really just about like one, that artist, their fan base, you know what I'm saying? And also like, you know, what's sonically pleasing to you. Some niggas, you know, do like that. But me personally, I do want to hear the full mix. Like, you know, I want to hear like, it's a 2000 song. You feel me? Like as far as the full array of the mix. Nowadays, and also you gotta remember too, people have so much easier access to making it themselves that they don't really know how to control their own mix.
Yeah.
So it's like without them going to the studio and saying that's too loud, that shit's slapping in their car. They know that shit's slapping. And they don't know how to make the music transferable. If I'm in my studio and that shit sounds like it's fully mixed right now, I put the shit out without slapping it in my car. Now, if the listener is slapping it in his car, he ain't in your studio. Your studio sounded perfect, but you never took that song and tested it in your car. You know what I'm saying? So now you got it on Apple Music, super slapping, but niggas can't hear you because you never did that final test going to your car.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
We do gotta wrap it up, but before we do, I want you to tell the people one where they can find you, and then two, you talked a lot about just trying to make an impact here in Sacramento. Like we know you're born and raised Sacramento. Before you do wrap up, just talk about I guess the influence that Sacramento had on you growing up to where you like now feel like, you know, I'm gonna pass off this information, this knowledge, and these are the opportunities to people of Sacramento.
And, nice. So, like, the main thing about it was, if people ever know me and my peers, they know that I was always a faucet when it came to gyms, knowledge, things of that sort. So, this isn't nothing new. It's just a spotlight on me. You know what I'm saying? Or it's just a camera on me now. Or now we have Instagram. Now there's Twitter. Facebook is better now. Instead of just us being on MySpace and our bulletin boards. You know what I'm saying? So, I would say it's everything I've been doing. It's me still putting the game into my community, into my friends and things like that. It's just been amplified. You know what I'm saying? And now I have more of an idea of knowing what I need to do to make that message more amplified and not just keeping it amongst the people that I know. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the city really raised me. It's been, you know, always give back no matter what and just try to put on for the people around you.
Nice, yeah.
Definitely.
Shout out to Sacramento, man. And then tell people where they can find you at.
Yes, man. Anywhere at Kaylin Maurice, man. You can also go to KaylinMaurice.com. Check out my website. You can view the radio show there as well. KaylinMaurice.com/KM Radio. But yeah, at Kaylin Maurice, man. Just find me. Type it in. We out there, man.
Sure. Yeah. And D-Rock, right now, what we gonna we gonna take it out to the streets of Sacramento.
Take it out to the streets of Sacramento with Marcion.
And Jasmine, aka Thelonious, they out there on the streets interviewing people right now. Sacramento, see what's popping off in the 916. So yeah, Jasmine, aka Thelonious, and Marcia, what's going on out there?
Welcome to
On the streets of Sacramento. I'm Thelonious.
I'm Marcia. I'm high. Oh yeah. So yeah, we're here with Shino Smoke. Amy.
Tom.
Oh, she got you.
Tom.
Dom. Is that a D or
No, it's a T.
Tom?
Yeah,
You
T
said
is
it with
Tom.
the D at first
Like
though.
Tom Green.
Yeah, like Tom Green.
You spell it
Just
T-O
like
or
Tom Green.
T-H-O?
Yeah.
No,
Or Tom
T-O-M.
from MySpace.
Yeah, real simple.
T-O-M.
Yep.
Okay, that's weird. All right, so we're gonna go into some questions. We're gonna talk about some funny things. Feel free to answer freely, or just lie your asses off. I don't give a fuck. So the first thing I forgot, what were we talking about?
You wanted to talk about 50 Cent being here.
Yes, 50 Cent was here. Dave Chappelle's gonna be here on Monday or Tuesday.
Here at Golden Bear or in Sacramento? At Golden Bear or Sacramento?
Definitely not Golden Bear. He might show up on his own accord, but not at the Golden One Center. The question there is, how do you guys feel about Sacramento growing? Like, we got bigger towers coming here. We're not just out here like a backwater town. We have some shit going on. How do you guys feel about that?
I love it. I feel like it's been brewing for a while. I like 50 Cent pouring more money into the Kings, into the city. Dave Chappelle write us a check too.
Like the beam!
Like the fucking beam, bro.
I don't like the beam, but okay.
Hey, who do you like?
Wow.
It doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't.
Wow.
I'm not a basketball guy.
Damn.
No, I like it all. I think we're gonna grow. It's gonna be a dope city, You get to go anywhere, 5 hours in any direction. It's dope, and we have lower rent.
Wow, I like how you just creeped in there. That's crazy.
Whatever we can to get lower.
Lower rent. The rent is too damn high.
It really is too high. Give us a break. Break control now.
Amy, how do you feel about the Sacramento growing into a blossoming, beautiful city?
It's great. Been enjoying it.
I am so sorry. No, oh my fucking god.
It's like a...
That's it? That's your thought?
Yeah.
That is succinct and concise. Oh, you killed it. Amazing. What about you, Tom, with a D?
So for me, it's a love-hate relationship. Part of me is like, oh, it's awesome. Sacramento's growing. It's becoming more of a progressive city. But the other part of me is like, oh man, every time the city gets big, they trash it, right? So part of me wants to keep Sac the way it is. And, I like not having a lot of traffic. I like being able to have a closer knit community and not have all these people from all over the place here. But at the same time, Sacramento's got to do what Sacramento's going to do. And that seems like it's getting bigger,
Yeah.
It really is.
I kind of feel the same. If you're from the Bay Area, go home. Sorry, but yeah, go home. But yeah, it's just too much. The traffic's fucked up, all that shit.
It's getting bad, It's like we're trying to keep Portland weird, but in Sacramento. But I like what you said. I don't remember what you said. Like, Sacramento's got to do what Sacramento's got to do.
Yeah.
And one day, they're going to tell us that we can't drink on the streets anymore.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, we're just being rude.
No worries.
We apologize.
There's all these, there's all sorts of roadblocks and stuff that come with being in a bigger city, and I think Sacramento's really in a good spot right now. Like, it's just like the perfect amount of people, perfect amount of culture. Like, it's just right
the right
now.
amount of gentrification.
And hopefully they can keep it going, like, as it expands, Like, I just hope that they're able to find that balance. But man, like, you see these big cities, and it's like, man, it's a total mess out there.
Right?
So,
how do you guys feel about LA versus Sacramento?
That's right.
Are you booing LA?
Yeah,
I don't like LA either, but it's not like I hate it. I just hate the
Sorry.
traffic.
We're
I think-
Northerners through and through.
I think people there, like, they look great, the industry's there, the money is there, but everybody's lost.
That took a philosophical turn.
Everybody's lost, and everybody's on just hardcore drugs. Like, you can't talk to anybody.
I heard you saw up in April graduation.
my experience with LA, there's three classes. You're either homeless, you're either like struggling to get by, or you're super rich.
Right.
Those are the only three classes there. So, I mean, with LA, hey, it's a fun place to be if you're with the right people, but shit, I can see myself really struggling there if I was just like on my own, like trying to make it work. I mean, it's a different animal out there, so I'm not fully about it. I don't want to be in LA. That's not my thing. But hey, kudos
What
to the
about
people that make
Huntington
it work.
Beach? Redondo Beach.
So I've
Ventura
heard some
Beach.
good things. I've heard some good things.
Beach changes.
you
We
like
got
the
a
beach?
friend in Landon. He's down in Long Beach. He loves it. Says it's a whole different scene. I mean, it's apparently it's up and coming. So
The SoCal Sac.
maybe it's different than LA. I mean, my experience of LA is one thing, and then maybe that's a whole different thing. So
I hear San
What are you
Diego's
guys
the
getting
I ain't
into
getting traction.
tonight?
What are you guys getting into tonight?
Yeah, what are you guys getting into tonight in Sacramento?
Debauchery. Oh, Amy, you're not shy at all. What are you talking about? We're gonna go like split a pig open and blood sacrifice that person right there.